Okay, for Ephesians 4, there's a few drawings. The first one, we're going to have two pieces of paper. So for the first piece of paper, I just did a rectangle, almost closing it off, but not quite. Then we draw like a slanted line there, and then just down, like just a little fold like that, like the edge is folded. And then on here you're going to write Ephesians chapter 1 through 3. And then you're going to draw another piece of paper kind of underneath it, and maybe at a little bit different angle. So I touch the bottom, go down, go up to make a rectangle, but I'm going to leave that top open because we're drawing an arrow now, and I wanted the arrow to be on top of this piece of paper. So we're just going to go like this, curved line, and make the top of your arrow pointing at the first piece of paper, curved line back down, and now you can finish this line. And then here I have you write some other stuff. And then we have a piece of notebook, a scrap of paper, or like a to-do list. So I wanted to make it look like it was torn out of a spiral bound notebook. So you do that by making a bunch of U's and joining them with a straight line. So it's sideways U's with a straight line all the way down. And you draw your bottom of your page, side of your page, and I wanted it to look torn, so when I want a really wobbly line, I lift my hand completely off the paper, and I'm just shaky enough that it makes it super easy. Like that. And then I did some of the circles so it looks like, you know, the hole punched paper. The margins, the lines. And then you're going to write your points on here. So you're actually going to write some words on there with some bullet points. Like that. And then this is fun to shade just like the top of these U's. So it looks like a shadow is there. I'm just doubling just the top part of that line. Like that, and then I'll just double this part down here or make it thicker there. And that kind of makes it look like a shadow underneath it. And then I have a part where you're drawing a person, and just a generic, you can do a girl or a guy, and you're going to list qualities that are inward and then qualities that show outward. So let's draw a bowling pin girl, because I don't think I've done those yet. So you just draw the head, the bowling pin body, straight down like that. And then, because back in biblical times the women had their head covered, so I'm going to draw a line across like that, and then I'm going to come down here and draw the back of her head covering like that, and then just two eyes, and that's your bowling pin person. And then you're going to have qualities that are inward, so I just draw some arrows, and then you're going to write what the qualities are at the end of each arrow. Like that. And then qualities that are outward, same thing, arrows coming out, and then at the end of the arrow you can write what that quality is. And then we have the word therefore, and again it's just generic or pretend fake calligraphy. So you write the word and you want to get your bottom not in a straight line, so you're going to write it fast and sloppy. And cross your T, and then again every downward stroke you're going to make it thicker, and it doesn't have to be neat. Just like that. In fact, the sloppier it is, it's kind of cool. You can go back and kind of touch up some things if you want. But just be okay with not doing art. Just be okay with learning and having a little bit of fun while you do it. And then I also have, at the end of part 3, some starfish. And that's, again, you're just going up. You can try to make these ones the really skinny pencil starfish, like that. And add some dots on them if you want. And then I have an anchor. Let's see if I can get it right this time. So you're going to draw a circle without closing the bottom. Go down a little bit, draw your crossbar, go down a little bit more on both sides, curve one up, draw the point of an arrow, curve it back, but don't touch. Curve this one up, point of the arrow, back, and join. And a circle there. And then this is fun to outline. You can draw maybe a rope tied to it if you wanted to. Have fun with this. You could draw just dots on here to make it look rusty. You could make these points more rounded. You could make these spread out wider. Just have fun and enjoy it. Maybe a rope like that. That's it for 4.